Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're one of my returning viewers, a special welcome back to you. So it's the 2nd of October, which makes it exactly 8 days into fall, and the weather is unbelievable. In my zone 5, we're getting weather that feels more like mild summer weather, except that it's fall. So with the weather being this lovely, the backyard flower garden is looking just beautiful, I think, for this time of the year, it being fall. I decide to do another backyard garden tour or garden walk. And doing this garden tour, I will be in the process of planning out the garden for the next season, which will be spring. So I think this is a great time to lay out the garden, see what space I have to work with, and start the garden season planning for next season. So let me take you on that tour and just show you what's going on and some of the changes I'm looking forward to for the upcoming season. So let's go on that walk. Over here is my green emerald, and for this emerald, it's looking so beautiful that this fall I will definitely be putting this emerald to use. There's another beautiful one, even larger than this one, on the opposite side. So I will be putting lights on these emeralds later in the season, coming on closer to Christmas. They're looking so beautiful. I thought, why not put some lights on them and enjoy them also in the winter, seeing that my kitchen is to the backyard and my family room. So that's my plan for these emerald for the winter season coming up. Okay, and for here I have me a little hydrangea that I'm trying to grow in pots. So that's that. I'll see what happened with that. That's my marigold dying back, but that's looking good right there with the fall color. And for my black eye Susan that had bloomed bountifully, you can see it has now done its thing, and I refuse to cut back my black eye Susan in the fall, as I like to see the snow being gathered on the floral here. So I refuse to cut them back in the fall, as I just like to watch the snow fall on these in the winter. And as I look through the garden, I am excited right now because I have limited space. I have a small garden, and for people who also have a small garden, they can understand what I'm talking about. I'm one, I like to have so many plants in my garden, but the space is limited. So you have to apply a little creativity to get exactly what you want. So looking in this area, I realized that I have quite a bit of space for new plants. Actually, I had me a Rudbeckia here, which I just cut back, and I'm going to cut it back even lower, but I'm thinking I could contain the Rudbeckia a little more to the cedar. I'll have more space here. And there I have a orange daylily. I think I'm going to remove that. So I'll have that space. I can move this thing at this block I have here. I can move this here from here, and that would be another space. So can you imagine, I could have like 4 lovely hydrangeas right in this section. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am so excited about this. So as I looked also at the black eye Susan, which had, as I said, had bloomed bountifully, I think it's now time to contain the black eye Susan a little more to the cedar. So I think I want to get rid of all this. So I'm gonna have a lot of space here for about at least 4 to 5 beautiful plants. So I would love your input as to what plants you think I could put in this area. Alright, so instead of having all this black eye Susan, I implement some more other plants in the garden, as there are lots of other plants I want to put in the garden, but I always thought, oh, it's so small, I have limited space. So really looking forward to that. And as a matter of fact, I will be digging out this black eye Susan from in the fall, so I can see exactly what I'm working with. Moving on, this mom at this time, it's really a showstopper. I am just loving the color of this mom. As you can see, it's multicolored, the orangey and the yellow. And this one I planted in a pot, and about 2 months or 3 months, about 2 months, I put it in the ground and it didn't disappoint. It turns out really well. So I'm just loving this right now, and in spring I'll be definitely putting this all over the garden, at least one more piece somewhere in the garden, and also to my front garden. And for this one, this is a tropical plant. So for my zone 5 here, it's an indoor plant. So I like to take it out in the summer and enjoy it outdoors. So before there's any frost, I will definitely come and take me a few cuts of this plant, and I will propagate that inside, and then come summer I will bring it back outside to enjoy. But I definitely have to propagate it inside during the winter. And for my flower pot, this is why I love my geranium. As you can see, that's the flower pots there, and I just love this color of the geranium. This geranium is going roughly 4 years now, and I like the geranium especially for my centerpiece, because come fall, when all the other plants are dying back, like the petunias and so forth, well, my petunias are still doing fairly good, but I find the geranium tends to last the longer way into fall, and I really love that. And that's why I will always have some geranium in my center piece when I do make up my pots. Over here, that's my hydrangea, smooth Annabelle hydrangea, a little burnt because we haven't been watering as much, as it being a little cool, but now things are warming up, and I think because it's the end, coming on to the end of the season, it's sort of neglected a bit, so it's a little burnt, but that's okay. Yes, and this is my beautiful sedum. It has now taken on a darker shade of red, but was just looking magnificent earlier in the season. And as you can see, still petunia going on. So that's how lovely the weather has been, that all these plants are still doing their thing. And a bit of coleus and my zinnias. Yeah, you can see there are more there waiting to shoot out, as some are dying back. So zinnias still putting on a show. And this is a morning glory. This is supposed to bloom late summer, early spring, and I was thinking, oh, I may not get any bloom for this season, but yesterday I looked and there was a lovely bloom there. It was a purple. It's dying back. I don't think those flowers last for too long, but as you can see, there are lots of buds there waiting to open up. And with the weather being as nice as it is, plus we're supposed to get some hot days this week, I can imagine more blooms coming through pretty soon. And here's more zinnias, and over here the lovely sedum. Lovely sedum, so pretty at this time of the year. Yeah, more sedum. Okay, and for the other flower pot, still looking up, still doing good. Just love that drop dead gorgeous color of the geranium. And pretty soon I will be overwintering these geraniums, so I'll definitely do a video on that to show you how I overwinter my geranium. Yeah, and as you can see, the petunia, those are dying back a little, but the geranium are just outstanding right now. Okay, and this little one here still doing its thing and just spreading away. And my lovely pinnacle hydrangea, which I planted just recently. So excited. Can't wait for this one to grow tall overlooking the sedum. If it's taking too long to do that, then I will have to move the sedum to elsewhere. But I'm really looking forward to my sedum getting tall and overlooking this sedum, and just so I can enjoy its beauty. Okay. And yes, daylily is still blooming a little bit. Yes, I keep cleaning them up, and they keep blooming. And this one over here, this one has been blooming from midsummer straight up to this point. The bloom is getting a little less, but still doing its thing, and putting on a little show here, and a few zinnias over there, and Rose of Sharon. And here is my other mom finally opening up. As you can see, the lovely pink shade. Yes, so this was also one I had in pot, and I planted it the same time I planted the previous one, which was like 2 months ago, and look, they're looking lovely, on the verge of blooming. And these are perennials, so they should come back. And I don't know, a big problem I have is that I would plant things in the fall, and come summer I would pull them out of the garden thinking they're weeds. So this year I want to maintain my garden straight up until fall, or until the first snow, so I won't have to do any weeding. And come spring, I do not intend to do any cleaning or any maintaining of the garden unless I am positive that it's a weed. I will not be pulling anything out, as I do not want to lose some of the plants that I've planted. For example, this is a coneflower here I've planted mums before, this same color, in that spot last year, and I dug it out, and later in the season I was looking for my mom and there was no mom. Then I realized I pulled it out. So I know you other gardens out there would understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I just want to maintain the garden as much as possible, so come spring I do not have to do too much weeding. And as I said, I will refuse to weed unless, or pull anything out, unless I'm 100% positive it's a weed. And as for the iris that I replanted, see, those are doing very well, and they're taking on new growth, so I can see me having some beautiful blooms this spring from these irises. Should be looking beautiful there. All right, then just heading back over here. Not too much here, but the marigold still looking good. I like this color for the fall. Not too fancy of this color, but at this time of the year I do appreciate it, as it more falls into the fall color scheme of things. And my other sedum here, and as I said, I have to come out and give this a little bit of water. It's dry on the inside, but I'll be definitely putting some lights on these for the first time, just to they're looking so beautiful, and I thought, why not put some lights on them and enjoy them. And seeing that my family room facing the backyard, I thought, why not just put some lights on. Yes, so as I said, wasn't planning on doing another garden update, but the weather has been cooperating and has been really good to us, so the garden's still looking up, and I intend to hang on to all this bloom for as long as I can. So with that in mind, I thought I'd just do a quick tour and let you see what's going on in my backyard flower garden. So as usual, I want to thank you for taking your time to watch this video. And if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and give the video a thumbs up. Have a great day now. Bye bye.